resource guarding. Here we are with Oakley. Now, very, very, very complex, quite complicated subject to talk about and address. Particularly common within spaniels nowadays, but it can happen to any breed. It's not breed-specific behaviour. And obviously it manifests and starts off in different ways in different areas, etc., to the point where it can escalate into the point of violence where the dog ends up biting somebody within the household. Okay, there's an old wives' tale that we should remove food, remove bowls of food while dogs are eating, put our hands in bowls while dogs are eating, purposefully take dogs' food. Rubbish, absolute rubbish, you know, without being controversial, which I pride myself in staying away from. That is one of the main reasons that resource guarding behaviour starts to manifest. If I'm in Miller and Carter tucking into my steak and some stranger comes along with a fork in his hand and sticks it in it, I'm not going to be overwhelmed with that behaviour. So then it starts off with food, or most commonly it starts off with food and around the food bowl, children approaching the food bowl, etc., then it can manifest onto toys, balls, favourite items, and then it goes to bones, then it goes to people. You get sort of dogs that can resource guard an owner, either one family member or whatever. So very, very tricky subject to address, so I'm firing through this as quickly as I can. So in his little mind, he has associated us humans with everything that is being taken away from him. Okay, he doesn't like his bone taken away, he doesn't like his food taken away, he doesn't like his ball taken away, he doesn't like the game to stop, etc. Now, as I say, that has manifested into the situation now where we're dealing with resource guarding to the point where he's showing aggression. So we need to get on top of this. Young children in the family where potentially they are going to be walking around food bowls and hands around food and bones and toys and all that kind of stuff. So we need to turn this on its head. Instead of him associating a human approaching the food or approaching the bed or approaching the toy or approaching his favourite spot on the sofa, because it can also manifest into areas and spaces throughout the home, we want to recondition that thought process of that's not a bad thing. Okay, so breakfast time, yet again using feeding times to train and expose our dog in an effective way. Massive advocate for that, constantly saying it, so I won't over egg the omelette on that one. However, bowl of breakfast kibble, bowl that he's going to eat his breakfast from. The easiest thing, or what's potentially happened, is all of this has gone in there, he's gone down there, and hands, children, owners and all that kind of stuff have approached him while he's eating. And that is how this behaviour has started to manifest and grow and grow and grow. So what do we need to do there? We need for him to learn hands around the bowl add pleasure. Humans around the bowl are a good thing. No one is ever going to disturb you, touch you, interfere with you while you're having your dinner. That's ridiculous. You know, no one's ever going to try and take your food away. Then what we need to do is potentially, once he's got the idea around this, so Oakley, come here mate, Oakley, good lad. So food bowl, good boy, down it goes. There it is. Hands around the food bowl are a positive thing. Humans stood around the food bowl are a positive thing. Yeah, as opposed to dumping all of this into there and then attempting to take it away. Oakley, what's this? Good boy. Leave my hand there. Leaving my hands there now, okay? So we grow this and we make it more positive and more positive. There it is. Leave my hand there. Leaving my hand there. Good lad. All right, we don't want to rush this, but that's how you would start off dealing with resource guarding around food. Yes, then you could move on to redirecting him away from the food or the object or the bone with another high value reward. It has to be high value because we want it to be such a motivator or such a high reward value to call him away from whatever he's decided to resource guard in. Oakley, come here buddy. Good boy. There you go, good. Then what we need to do is teach him an effective leave command. Okay, so if he has taken possession of something, a ball or whatever, and he's got it on his bed, he's not got it in his mouth, but if we go to take it away from him, that's when he growls and snarls and snaps at us. We can teach him an effective leave command to leave that item. Oakley, yeah, buddy. To leave that item with a more high value rewarded option. Now, again, I said this manifests and grows into, starts off with the food, grows into items, bones, toys, food. This is where we need to limit what fun he has. This is not about limiting his fun. This is about teaching him how to share the toys that we're using to play with him. Tennis ball, in, out, throw, brilliant, ball goes away. Okay, we're never ever leaving him an amount of time with that item on his own. Okay, so ball, play, games, fun, take the item away. But also don't give them 101 items. Give them one. This is the item that I'm going to play with you with. This is the item that we're going to have fun with. And this is the item that is ours. It's not yours, mate. It's ours. Okay? Oakley, come on, bud. Good lad. Good boy. There you go. So every time he's seen a hand around that bowl, it's been giving. It's never been taken away. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good lad. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. There it is. Look. Hand. Stay the hand there. Keep the hand there. Keep the hand there. Good. And I'm not stroking him. I'm not messing around with him. I'm not moving the bowl or touching it. We're at the stage of just me leaving my hand in the bowl. So he becomes accustomed, as I said before, to humans are a good thing. Yeah, mate. Now, I mentioned bones earlier, where we don't want to give him a bone, a huge, great, big, massive marrow bone, which is going to take him a week to eat. All right, because the time will come where we want to take it off of him and he's too far gone. He is now heavily resourcing that very, very highly prized item that he thinks is his. So if we're going to give them rewards, give them bones, give them chews, give them whatever, make sure that they can be consumed and ate in a very, very short period of time. Eaten. Yeah, not a posh college in Windsor. All right, that then the bones can be eaten in a rapidly short period of time. So we're not giving him the opportunity to take possession or feel possession and all of that kind of stuff. Then that leads on to resource guarding spaces within the home. Okay, at the moment he thinks his whole house, the whole footprint of his house, is actually his. Oakley, come here, buddy. Good boy. Is actually his. So we need to narrow down and close down his environment. Okay, and that's when we're talking about crate training, where he's got his own space that is his. That's yours, mate, not mine. This settee or this sofa or this chair is mine, not yours. Okay, so then we start limiting the spaces within the home, there you go, buddy, that he is claiming to be his. All right, so rattled through a very, very complicated subject in relation to resource guarding. Okay, key things are: teach your dog humans are a good thing. So when he's having a bone, or when he's on his bed, or when he's eating his dinner, walk past him and throw a bit of ham. Okay, walk past him onto his bed into the garden, bit of high value cheese or chicken or whatever. All right, so they get to learn and they get to realise humans approaching their space or their ball or their bone or whatever they're taking possession of doesn't equate to this is going to be taken from me. Okay, good boy. Yeah, so key things, key items. Do not mess around with your dog while it's having its dinner, while it's feeding, while it's eating. All right, this is how it all starts. This is how it all starts, but very, very quickly it can manifest into, from food, into toys, into bones, into items, into areas, chairs, couches within the home, into resource guarding people. Good lad, yeah mate. Little Oakley, resource guarding.